Okay, so my shoe, a pretty new shoe, uh, the heel, the rubber on the bottom of the heel has started to come off, so I'm going to try to glue it back into place. First I'm just going to put down some paper towels so that any glue that I drip doesn't get on the table. Okay. And I'm going to be using this 2-part quick set epoxy. I kind of like it when it comes in 2 separate tubes like this. You can also get it in these convenient syringe where the resin and the hardener are in 2 separate sides, and you just push the plunger and it dispenses equal amounts of both. That's a little more convenient, but you get a little less of the product for the same price. I'm also going to put on some gloves to protect my hands. It's not that big a deal, but it's a good safety precaution. Okay. And you need a little cup and something to stir. And you're going to take the resin and squeeze out a small amount. I don't need that much for this project, so that's probably pretty good. And then take an equal amount of the hardener and squeeze it into the cup. Let's see. Okay, that's pretty good. And then this is quick set, so it'll start setting up pretty quickly, 5 minutes or so. But you want to stir the resin and the hardener really well, get them really well mixed. So I'm going to stir them for about a minute. Okay, so that looks pretty well stirred. And then I'm going to just apply some of this onto the shoe. This epoxy, as it starts to cure, harden, it does put off a little bit of heat. The reaction that hardens it releases heat. It's not much though, really. Okay, so I've got it pretty well covered. I don't know if you can even see that, but a good amount of epoxy, not too much. I'm just gonna squeeze it on there. Try to clean off some of the excess. Because this stuff will harden, like I said, in about 5 minutes. A full cure, I think, doesn't occur for another 24 hours or so, but it will create a bond in 5 minutes. So I'm gonna just let this cure for 5 minutes and come back and check it out. Okay, so it's been about 5 minutes. The epoxy that was in the stirring cup, you can tell, has set up. I usually like to keep this out so I can tell when it has cured, at least initial cure. Okay, see the shoe seems to be on there pretty well. It will continue to cure, and like I said, a full cure won't occur for I think about 24 hours or so, but it gets pretty darn hard after just 5 minutes. So I can go ahead, put this on, and walk around with it. I think the 5-minute epoxy, they claim, will hold like something ridiculous, like 1,200 pounds or something. If you want a stronger epoxy, you can go with like a 20-minute epoxy or even like a 1-hour epoxy. Those will be stronger, but they do take longer to cure. I like the 5-minute stuff because it cures very fast and it's very strong, in my experience. So I'll walk around on this for a while and then see how it holds up and post another video.